Hey, welcome back. Today in this Next.js video tutorial, we will build this navbar, and in this navbar, when you click on any of the links, as you can see, each of the link is highlighted or it is showing it is an active link, which means this is your current page. So here we will utilize the usePathname hook of the Next.js, which allows us to read the current URL, and using this usePathname, we will style our navbar links to make it a active links whenever user visit this link. Now let's see how to do that. Before beginning, I want to tell you that the component that you create within this app directory, all the component is a server component by default. Now click on the page.tsx file, and within this file we will build the navbar. So here specify the nav tag, and within this nav tag create a unordered list, and in this unordered list we will create a 3 links. So first let's specify the styling, and here we are using the tailwind CSS. So background will be gray 800 and padding of 4 from all sides. Now let's also stylize this UL. Now it is a flex and space of x4. Now create a first link, so specify li. Then here we will create a link, and whenever we click on this link, that link will take you to that page, to that route segment. So for that, here we are going to use the link component, and the first link will be our home link, and give href. And as you know, you need to provide the path. So here this is the root path, or this is the home page. Now let's import this link component from the next/link. Now as you can see here, our first link is visible in the navbar. Now let's create a 3 link. So make it a about page, and also create one more link and call it a contact. Change it to about and contact. Now if we click on this about page, we get 404 because we have not created this page. Now let's come here in app directory and create this route segment. So create a about page, and as you know, to create a routable route segment, you need to create a page.tsx file and create a page and name it about. Simply write here, this is the about page. Now create another page which is a contact. Create a file page.tsx to make it routable and name it contact page, and write a simple text, this is the contact page. Now if you click on this about, it will take you to the about page, and you can see this is the text which we have specified within the about page. You can see here. Now if you click on the contact page, it takes you to the contact page. But here, as you can see, when we are on the home page, we can see our navbar. But this navbar is not visible on the about page or on the contact page. So as we learn to share the UI between multiple pages or route segment, we need to include that component or include that UI within the layout.tsx file. So for that, here we are going to separate this navbar within the component. So I will go here in the app directory, create a new folder, and I will call component. Within this component, create a new component called navbar.tsx, and create a new component and name it navbar like this. And let's copy all this thing, paste within the navbar component. Also copy this link component and paste it here. Now we see here error. Let's fix it. Specify here, this is the home page. Now we created a component navbar. Now specify this component within the layout.tsx file to make it visible on every page or to share with this navbar with every page. So within the body, specify here or import the navbar component that we have created like this. Now as you can see, navbar is visible on the home page, and if we go on the about page, we can also see it is visible on the about page. And let's go to the contact page, and navbar is visible on the contact page, you can see here. Now we created navbar, but here is a problem. So whenever you visit the different pages using these nav links, we don't know what is the current page. So here we want to style this active link so that whenever you go to any of this link, that link must be highlighted, showing that this is the current page. And for that, we will need to retrieve the current URL from this URL path, like a contact, like about in our page.tsx, to style that link, to style that URL path. So for that, Next.js provide a hook that is called usePathname, and let's see how to use that. Now come back to your navbar component, and within this component, import the hook usePathname, which allows you to read the current URL. After importing, let's use it. Right here pathname and use the pathname hook. Now let's print it on the console .log pathname. So as you can see, it shows error. You are importing a component that needs usePathname, and it only works in the client component. So you learn by default all the component within this app directory is a server component. But when you use the any hooks, that hook must be in a client component. So we will make this our navbar.tsx component as a client component, because currently it is the server component, and in the server component we cannot use the usePathname hook or any other hook. If you need any interactivity with that component in the browser, then you must make that component as a client component. So Next.js is saying you need to specify a directive called use client on the top of the component. So now as you can see, page is working. Click on this about page and watch the console, and now you can see we got the URL path or the current URL /about, and that is using this usePathname. Now we can use this pathname to style the link in the navbar. So let's style this three link: home, about, and contact. So specify here class name, and right here pathname, and here if the pathname is equal to the current root or the home page, then it should be text white and background should be gray of 900, and padding of X should be 3, padding of Y should be 2, and it should be rounded MD. And if it is not, then text should be gray of 300, and when hover, it should become text white, padding of X 3, padding of Y 2, rounded MD. Now let's make it bigger and keep this in one line so we don't get the error. We are getting here error, so this should be a separate element classes, and also specify here. Now error is gone. Let's go back to the browser. As you can see, text style changed and it is a white color, and when you hover it becomes more white. Now let's apply all this style to both of this link. So here first let's format it, and I'm going to copy this class name and apply to these links. So paste it here, and the path name should be about, and also paste to this link, and path name should be equal to contact. Now let's go back to the browser, and you can see we are on the current page like a /about, and you can see this link is highlighted, and when we visit on the contact, we can see contact is highlighted. That means we are on this page. And let's go to the home page. And as you can see, home page is also highlighted, showing that we are on the home page. So here, using the path name, we can retrieve the URL path or the current URL. So when we specify about and go back to the code editor, it checks the /about URL, and then it matches with this line of code and make that link highlighted. So let's recap, and we learn here that to get the current URL, we need to use the usePathname hook in the Next.js. And to make any component as a client component, we will need to use the useClient directive at the top of our component. So I hope that you understand how to use the usePathname and how to make any link active in Next.js. So at last, I want to say, don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel, and thank you.